A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant legal development, Chief Judge James E. Boasberg has issued a temporary restraining order against President Donald Trump's recent efforts to deport thousands of Venezuelan nationals under the Alien Enemies Act. This ruling, which has sparked outrage among conservative circles, comes after a lawsuit was filed by left-leaning organizations, including the American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU, and Democracy Forward, in an attempt to challenge the Trump administration's immigration policies. The lawsuit, titled JGG v. Trump, argues that invoking the Alien Enemies Act, a law historically used during wartime, is inappropriate and unlawful during peacetime. The ruling halts deportations for the plaintiffs named in the lawsuit for a period of 14 days, setting the stage for a protracted legal battle that could have significant implications for immigration enforcement in the U.S. A remote hearing is scheduled for later today, followed by an in-person hearing on Monday in Washington, D.C. President Trump has consistently emphasized the need to secure the U.S. borders and protect American citizens from potential threats posed by individuals from countries with high crime rates and political instability. His administration had been preparing to deport gang members and other criminal aliens to Guantanamo Bay, aiming to prevent their release into American communities. Under the Alien Enemies Act, which has seen limited use throughout U.S. history, Trump aimed to expedite the deportation process for Venezuelan nationals suspected of ties to criminal organizations. The Alien Enemies Act, enacted in the late 18th century, allows the president to detain or deport nationals of enemy nations during wartime. Trump's recent invocation of this act marks only the fourth time in American history that a president has utilized it, the last being during World War II. The directive specifically targets members of Tren de Aragua, a Venezuelan prison gang, and authorizes the expedited removal of Venezuelan citizens aged 14 and older who are deemed to be affiliated with the organization. However, Judge Boasberg's ruling came swiftly after Trump's announcement, effectively blocking the administration from proceeding with deportations. The judge's order requires the administration to halt any flights carrying individuals slated for deportation, adding further complexity to an already contentious issue. Another hearing regarding the matter is set for Friday, as the legal challenges continue to mount. The implications of this ruling extend beyond the immediate case, raising questions about the potential for broader deportation actions under the Alien Enemies Act. Critics argue that invoking this act could set a precedent for targeting individuals regardless of their legal status or criminal records. Catherine Yan Ebright, a legal expert at the Brennan Center for Justice, highlighted concerns that the act's wartime authority could be misapplied in peacetime, leading to arbitrary deportations. Trump's administration has long maintained that illegal immigration poses a significant threat to national security, and the president has made immigration enforcement a focal point of his policy agenda. During his campaign, he vowed to invoke the Alien Enemies Act to dismantle migrant criminal networks and promised the largest deportation actions in U.S. history. The Republican National Convention last summer even included a commitment to use the act to remove known gang members and drug dealers from the country. The legal landscape surrounding the Alien Enemies Act is fraught with challenges, as it requires a formal declaration of war, which is a power reserved for Congress. Legal experts have voiced skepticism about the viability of using this act to justify mass deportations, particularly given historical precedents. George Fishman, a senior legal fellow at the Center for Immigration Studies, acknowledged the uphill battle in defining illegal immigration as an invasion and labeling gangs as foreign nations. As the legal battle unfolds, immigrant rights groups, including the ACLU, are mobilizing to counter the administration's efforts and are urging local governments to limit resources used for immigration enforcement. The outcome of this case could set critical precedents for the future of immigration policy in the United States, as advocates on both sides prepare for a contentious fight in the courts. With the stakes high, the nation watches closely as the legal proceedings continue to develop. The broader implications of this ruling could reshape the landscape of immigration enforcement and the powers of the executive branch in the context of national security and public safety. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.